Welcome, Club Secretary. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the functionality of the business and announcements spreadsheets that are live linked into the regular meeting template. So here you can see the announcements and the business. These are live linked data that's populated directly into the spreadsheet. If that doesn't sound familiar to you, you'll want to visit our Secretary Training Series in our Richland 2500 Toastmasters video channel and catch up with the previous videos, and that will all make sense for you. So now that we're all up on the same page, let's jump in and look at the business spreadsheet. First of all, I just want to show you what is the current status of the data. This is a table from the spreadsheet. I've hidden the lines, and it's in the same state as the spreadsheet. If a person wants to create new business, they come in, they click on the Create New Business button. A new line item is created at line 4. It automatically inserts the date. This can just be manually deleted if you need to clean things up. You may have a couple of those interspersed with the valid data in the spreadsheet. But let's just look at this. We have here 5 test cases. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they have different dates on them. What should happen is when we run the script that we're going to run, these will get moved to the completed spreadsheet. So the trigger for these is that when you as the secretary enter a date into the completion date field, this final field of each row, that will let the script know that that is a line item which you want moved to completed. And so what it's going to do is it's going to sort by this field, and it's going to take the oldest items first and put those in at the top. It's going to put the oldest item at the top, and it's going to keep doing that, which what that's going to do, it's going to make the oldest items show up at the bottom. It's a little bit of a wordplay there, but let's just see it in action, shall we? So the secretary fills in this final field and then goes to run script, move voted items to completed sheet. It really should say completed items because you can vote on an item and then, before you complete it, but forgive the poor name. We're just going to click on it. That's going to sort and then move the items over. It's going to save you some copying and pasting and make your investment in watching this video pay off. So now I'll go to the completed sheet at the bottom there. You see I have 2 sheets, sheet 1 and completed. These are part of the same file. This is my business file. And now I have a log of the completed business. And remaining on my spreadsheet, I'll see these items that are remaining. Now, it just so happens that all of these items are old. For a good example, I should probably put in at least one item that isn't old. Let me put in a test item here. And let's just have some biz going on. And this item is not old. No, it's new. So in Toastmasters, we like to have the old business out of the way first. So in our meetings, we generally address the old business first. I'm going to sort this column from Z to A, and that's going to list the old items first. And here I have this new business at the bottom. Now I'd like my minutes to reflect these changes. So I'll go visit my template file. Now, in reality, we don't ever really edit the template file, do we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my drive, go into Executive Committee. I'm going to my minutes. I'm going to copy my template. You've seen this before, but we'll just look at it again. There's the copy. I'm going to rename that, and I'll just put a date in there. Okay, regular meeting. So now I have that. I'll open it up. And this is the actual file where I want to get everything the way I want it to be before I publish, right? So I'll go to the appropriate section, in this case, business. And I'll say, hey, business, once you've loaded up and you're going to let me do my job, I'll highlight something from that table. I think, okay, I've highlighted something in the table. I can just grab any little piece of data. Well, it's actually already showing you. I can just grab a little piece of data, usually is enough to trigger this, and then I get these links here. Update, that's the one I'm looking for. And you can see it updates the data, but one thing it does is I get this extra row that I don't want at the bottom. You should have seen this already. I'll just go in here and change my range, drop that down by 1 from 9 to 8, and now everything looks good. I've got that test in there. That's okay. That's, in this example, what I wanted to show you. And now that you have learned how to do the business, you've also learned how to do announcements. Let's go look at the announcements. Here I have this announcement, and you can see in the minutes file that there is the announcement that is listed. If I, you notice that this says completed, so if I run this script, I know it's going to move that over and clean things up for me. Now there's no rows between 3 and 4. That is a little bit of a unique case, because if I come over to my minutes file now and I update that, I get this blue. If you don't want to see that in this particular minutes file, you could just delete it. It's not going to affect you, it's not going to affect your template. So I could just, in this case, I don't have any announcements. So I could simply grab that. I say simply, sometimes it's not so simple with Google. Let's see if that's going to let me do it. Why don't I first of all say unlink. Let's try. Well, you get the point. Okay? I can just get rid of it if I want to. So there's a couple ways you can deal with that. At that point, you'll be flying high, and you'll have your business and your announcements, and the only thing you'll need left to do is to work with your attendance, which is what we're going to look at in our next video. Thanks for watching.